Yo, hello, welcome to another tutorial. This time I'm going to be talking about how I approach remixes, and especially this remix in particular. This is a remix that I have done for Apache's I'm Fine. It's coming out next week, but it'll be premiered tomorrow. So I figured I could sneakily sneak it in. Hopefully this one day of leakage won't ruin everything too much. I'm gonna first play a bit of the song, then I'm gonna talk about the structure, and then I'll talk about like how I approach everything, made all the sounds, and how to apply these tips to other remixes that you might be doing, or even a tune that you're making yourself. Because in the end, the remix is just a tune with some sounds made by someone else, right? So it's not much different. So let's go then. I'll play the tune in 3, 2, 1.
I keep fading off the roof. It's not what I get for. I can't keep up. It keeps you out the room. It's not what I get for. 'Cause right now you know it's supposed to feel. Give you everything. You ain't giving anything. I can't keep trust. Keep fading off the roof. It's not what I get for.
Etc. 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 Then I had to switch here, but I'll get into that later. Anyway, that's the vibe of the remix. I'm not gonna play the original because you can play the original yourself if you want to. So the thing with this remix is that it's based around the vocal of original, and when you write a tune with a vocal or you remix for a tune with a vocal, the vocal is very important. You want it to be the main thing in a tune. At least I think you should want it to be the main thing in your tune. So the first thing you do is you drag in the vocal and you think, what can I do to this vocal? Like, what can I do to this vocal or around this vocal to make my own thing? And when I do remix, I like to first try to make something myself around a main thing, like a main recognizable part of the original, instead of dragging in all the stems and then messing with them. Because you want it to be an original song, like you want it to be different enough from the original. Like you don't want your remix to just be like 90% the original tune. It's a bit lame in my opinion. So yeah, first I got the vocal, and I messed with it first in a different project file, and then I realized, wait a second, the tempo is 121. It's a roundhouse tempo, and I realized that I had a nice chord progression in another project that I was kind of stuck on, but I liked the vibe of it. So I took those chords, which I think are this sound here, because I got a bounce out there, but this original sound, I think. Ba-da-ba-ba.
You might feel right, but you have to find your way to go back home. We're misunderstood. Times are hard, but I'm harder.
So like just that already just immediately clicks for me. So why don't you have like your own basis and the hook from the original? Then I think you're like you just said right, because you've got the recognizable part from the original you incorporated, and you've managed to make your twist on the song. So basically, now what's left, like the hardest part I think is done at that point. Now you just have to make a song with your foundation. But once you have the foundation, and as a house tune, like house tunes, it's not hard. You just you want to, of course, continue the melody in a drum, which I've done, of course. I'll do this now. I bet there's a reason why I bounced it out. So I add foundation. So add I add a reese. I add some drums. Drums and bass, pretty essential in that dance music. But then it's like, okay, now I have the essentials. Now how do I spice it up? But so yeah, it switches. You add some effects. I added a granulized part. As many of you will know, I love me some granular synthesis. So I added it to an intro for 2 reasons. I wanted the intro to be longer than 16 bars, because 30 seconds of intro, a bit short. And I just wanted to add like a layer, because the intro was literally just the vocal and the chord progression and then the effects from the original. So I was like, cool, I'll add some I put the whole tune in Quanta, which is a granular synthesis plugin, and I just put some stuff in there. Yeah, and here I do high pass because the chords have a lot of low end, like the pretty warm. So I didn't need the clashing of low end from the Quanta as well. Also because it doesn't exactly follow the same melody, I think. Yeah, like this is the same sub melody. So now I basically have my intro done right. It's if you have a vocal tune, you don't actually need to make sound. I see the intro is like 4 sounds. There's the chords, then there's the Quanta, there's vocal, and then there's the effects loop, which is the original effects, but then I OT'd them. Wait, did I OT them? No, I don't think if I did OT them. No, I did nothing. See, I did literally nothing to it. Well, there you go. When you have a nice vocal, you don't need to do much. I did a couple automations of reverb, just stuff to make it interesting. But it's not very essential. Also, like, who the fuck's gonna hear that? Like the 8 people that actually know this shit, right? Yeah, classic drums. We all know how to do drums, I think. I did a little cheeky edit here though, which was kind of inspired by Hyperreal by Flume and Kuchka, where I first teased the drop without the clap, just had the kicks, and I think it kind of fit with the vocal as well, so that was just an extra. Because if I just put the clap here, I just think it's not as interesting, is it? Like, hold up, I just. Nah, I don't like. It's a very very simple drum loop, just a serum kick. Which, by the way, I put a serum kick patch in the February pack, so go get that for sure. And a little clap sample and some percussion hits, some random stuff. It's nice, it spices up the drum a bit, for sure. And I kept everything a bit short, nice and short and nice. Just some noise here, just to fill out a bit. Like it's subtle, but it does make a difference. Now this is pretty funny actually. I made a lot of this tune on Discord stream. I remember there were a couple people that really liked the switch here. I was like, wait, I mean, okay, whatever, But just me switching the bass here with the filter. I mean, I guess it's fine, right? But like, oh, what is that? I mean, go. But anyway, the point is, automate your sounds. That's it. That's the point. Automate your sounds. Like, just automate stuff in it. Like, if you have a low pass read, you have to have a point where you open up the filter, or you close it even more. Just change it. Like, it's you want to keep it interesting, right? You want to have your song be interesting, and like in the whole tune it's less obvious, right? But like it's nice, just.
I can't keep up, it keeps you out the room.
Also, this edit here with a kick, don't worry, that doesn't happen in the actual version. It's just in this project file, because this is the, I don't know, I guess I opened the wrong version, but I mean it's wrong. It's a correct version, but the only change is that kick. But yeah. Okay, so we have our foundation, original hook. We have our little bass edit. We have our drums. What do you want? Transition edits. Also, I call them edits. Some people call them bass fills, synth fills, whatever. I call them edits. My point is, you at the end of a phrase, you want stuff to change or transition, right? So I have a couple sounds here to do that. I have an effect sound, which is some noise from digital. It's not a transition. It's just like something I put it there every 4 bars. Just just the extra sound. What does indicate transition is this synth sound here, which is called Brazy Pluck, which is actually a sound that was in one of the Patreon packs, but I just fucked it even more and just changed it and used it in a different way. Just reverse the sound, filter it. There we go, and the bass. It's not shit on its own. This bass is horrible on its own, right? But in context, it's nice. $16 bars. What do you do at the 16 bars? Tick tock, tick tock. You do a switch. Or you add something. But I like switches. You don't have to do like a master switch, like cute switch. Oh, whole new bass line. Nah, just like replace something instead of adding. Because if you just add, yeah, you can have the risk where like sometimes like one of the section in the middle of the tune just sounds like it should be the main section of the tune, or like you add too much shit to it and it sounds ass, like ass dicks. But I replace something. So I mean, okay, not literally replace, but look, I low pass the main synth, right? A bit, yeah. The vocals change. I add a new synth. Add some new drums. I remove some drums. Switch out the cymbals. Very important, I think. In music that uses a lot of percussion, switching up the drums, very nice. Not always adding new drum, but just bop, remove this, add this, bop, there you go. And just this percussion loop, this new synth, which is by the way a synth from the original, but I looped it a bit differently because the original loop clashed a bit with my chords, but I just chop out the bits that I did like with my chords. Right, so. yeah, in this section I did automation, but because it's bounced, I'm not sure what it was. Oh yeah, I don't remember what it was. I opened up the filter a bit, and that. Wait, hold up. I can look at the patch real quick. Hold on. There we go. Macro 1. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, I was right. Yeah, over the filter, add resonance. Yeah, okay, cool. And to turn on the low pass. Okay, of course. Okay, yeah, cool. Which I think on its own, like here, it does how much better. But oh, sorry, on its own. I mean, it's fine, right? But when I hear this in a tune, I always think that something else that would actually happens, which is that it sounds like the synth is kind of like being crushed and wants to get out, but they won't. But like the tune won't let it get out, which I think sounds nice. Which is, I don't know how to explain this in like audio words, but that's what I think. That's what it sounds like, but it's not actually happening because it's showing up the filter. But combined with the limiting in the tune and the bass, it kind of crushes, distorts a bit. I like it. Breakdown. And like I've said many times before, if your breakdown and intro are the same, fuck you. If your first and second are the same, your mom's a hoe. And it's still true, and it still holds true. So yeah, what do I do? I'm not a prick, so I did a different breakdown than the intro. So take the chords, put them in a different instrument. That's what I did, for example. And I laid it with the whole plugin this time because this time it did work. I feel like in breakdown it worked. And of course some Quanta. Y'all know I like Quanta. I love some Quanta. It's delicious plugin. Big ups Audio Damage. Big ups Grey Code for telling me about plugin. And also just a little break from the vocal. Like sometimes you just need to rest from the vocal. Yeah. This is the part where the MC is allowed to say something. And the other part, she's not allowed to say shit because there's a vocal. And if the MC talks over the vocals, then he's a prick. A prick, as they'd say in Liverpool up north. And I know that like a lot of people prefer. I mean, not prefer, but I purposely do like a big switch up on a second drop, which you'll hear in a bit. But first, let me talk about how to tune this. So I'm very lucky that this vocal had a lot of different parts in mood, tempo, mood, and flow, I guess I'd say, which makes the arranging of the track very easy because you just have all these different parts where you can just put into place, and it'll immediately like affect the mood of the song. Like a song like this part of the vocal sounds way different than the part in the drop, for example.
To the ground, start a count. You know where to go when the went to be gone.
Yeah, so that has like a totally different groove than this,
I can't keep trust. I keep fading off the roof.
You feel me? So which I kind of abuse. Well, not abuse. Okay, so I have the switch right in after the drop, and then I kind of go back to the drop by putting the drop synth back in the breakdown. But then I keep this synth going, so it doesn't totally switch back, but it's a nice transition, between the two. And of course, because you are familiar with the vocal, having the vocal back there again is also very nice.
To the ground, start again. You know where to go, when and when to be gone. Dig it up to the ground, start again. You know where to go, when and when to be found. Bury it to the ground, start again. You know where to go, when and when to be gone. Dig it up to the ground, start again. You know where to go, when and when to be found.
Now before I play the second drop. Well, actually, no, I'm stupid. I should play the second drop first, and I'll play the second drop first, and then I'll explain what I did. So the second drop obviously sounds way different, right, than the first drop, but it's the exact same chord progression. I just used different sound with a different pattern, different rhythm. Because the sound of the first drop is like a 16th, well, like a subtle 16th, flow. You feel me? And on the second drop, I'm putting. I don't know the word, but like I'm focusing on eighths, which has a totally different flow, So instead of it's like, and it has more impact than the 16. The 16 is like vibey, like almost wobbly, I say. But when the second drop hits, it has more impact because of like the, just it's a classic house pattern, and then and it's kind of funny to me when I was streaming this track, a lot of people were asking me like, "Yo, how do you make this sound? Like, what the fuck is that?" And like, it's literally sine wave, white noise, reverb. That's it. It's just the way you use the sound is more important than the actual sound itself. The sound is so simple. Let me see where the patch is. Do I still have the patch for it open? There you go. See, sine, white noise. Effects, none. Filter, yeah, just low pass, so it's not that painful. And I know that, and then all I did put in there was some reverb and EQ distortion. But the better distortion, it's literally just wave shaping. And then switch your thing up. Like I said before, automate your sounds, right? So I bounced it out here because there was an issue with like latency, which was a pain in the ass. It was very, very pain in the ass. But yeah, I bounced it out and it dropped it up, but bounced it out again to fix that. And yeah, that's actually the whole sound, It's yeah, and as I mentioned, is the sound sounds way more interesting with the chord and single notes. Hella lame. Let me just play a chord real quick. Oh, this. Yeah, simple as fuck sound, right? But like in my context, it pops off. Like I said, if you were with a vocal, you wanted the vocal to be the focus. You don't want too much harmonic bullshit or too many sounds, going on at the same time, because it's just gonna judge. It's gonna drown out the essentials for the song. So I chose my sounds carefully. The drums. See, there's your drums, right? Other than the drums, there's like how many sounds? 1, 2, 3. And the rest is just like little edits, fills that are placed carefully so that they don't interfere. With doing a remix for like a track with vocals. Keep it concise, keep it simple, keep it very clear. Well, actually, no. Do what you want, right? But if you want it to sound good, then do what I said. That's all there's to it. I've applied similar techniques with my Got Blood remix, where I base the remix around the vocal. I make my own chord progression, and then with those two elements, I build a whole tune from that. Like I take the vocal, I put my own chords, and then that's a song, and I make the track from those sounds. I'm not forcing myself to add in. Oh no, but like I should use the bass sound from original. Oh, I should use the chord. No, you don't have to. You have to use like the thing that people remember from original. And the thing people remember, if there's a vocal, is the vocal. And then for example, when Noisia did a remix of Whole Other Color, so many people were upset about remix, right? Because it was like, oh, like they used the vocal and made their own song from it, and then they changed the whole mood, and I don't like it. Nah, that was great. Like they wrote a whole new melody around the vocal, right? And then they base that track on that melody that they wrote on the vocal, right? And I like that. Like that to me is way more interesting than someone who just like takes original and like does like, oh shit, I'll take the guitar loop, and piano loop, and this loop, and that loop, and then I'll just like, I don't know, like new drums and new reeds. Oh, there you go. No, I really respect and I really love that remix because of what they did, which is I think a similar approach as to what I have done with this remix and I Got Blood remix and a lot of my other mixes. I think I did the same thing with Black or White. Did I? I think with Black or White, I started off with the same melody, but with my own synths. And later in the breakdown, I did change the melody. Yeah, that's what I did. Also back then, I wasn't as confident in my own melodies. But yeah, I still sort of kind of did what I said I did. So, did do, yes. Anyway, so that's my talk about how I approach remixes. TLDR, if vocal, use and bass. Not a TLDR. It's DW. I watch the whole video. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. I want to mention that I stream almost every day in this on the server, so that's also where I answer a lot of short questions, because I get a lot of questions of, oh, hey, please make a video on this thing. I'm like, yeah, but that's something that I can talk about for like 30 seconds, then it's over. Just ask me what I'm streaming and I can show, if I'm in the mood. And then it's also like way easier when you see me doing it live. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching and thanks for the 400 patrons. And I hope you enjoy this track. It's gonna be premiered tomorrow. And thanks for and I hope you enjoy the pack. That's a very big pack. It has 250 MPs of sounds. How crazy is that? Look at this. And MIDI patches. Oh, actually, hold up. I'll just show them real quick. Let me look for a quick one. Oh, what is that sound? That's crazy. Wait. Oh, what is that? Oh my god. Wait, that's for drums? That's crazy. Hold up, what is this? Oh, some chords. Oh, word. Oh, okay. Oh, right. So he wasn't fucking about. Okay. I get you. I'm joking here. But, yeah. That's all I'd say here. So, peace out.